Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Keyboard Warriors Tuesday night MMA Hangout, brought to you by SpicesPros.com. If you go to SpicesPros.com, use code word keyboard MMA for 10% off. Got a lot of good shit over there. So yeah, shout out to them for giving us a code word. We literally get nothing from them on that, not like a cut or anything. That's literally just a percentage that I was able to get, so people could like go get some 10% off shit. So SpicesPros.com, keyboard MMA is your code word. All right. Ooh, it's fight week. Finally, we're gonna get some fights. It's about goddamn time, man. We've been hurting. We've been hurting for a minute. 3 weeks of no fights kind of sucks. It's nice to get a little break, maybe like a week or two at most. What up? What up? Hey, appreciate it, bro. Yeah, Dan's got some of that stuff, so it's good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, it's been 3 weeks off is enough. It's good, and we finally get a fight this weekend, and it's a good one. Max Holloway was Calvin Kattar in the featherweight division. This is one of those fights that can either bring back Max Holloway into the title talk, or bring in Calvin Kattar. A winner over Max Holloway is no joke. It's a legit deal. But co-main event is Carlos Condit against Matt Brown. That's an appropriate fight, right? Probably not gonna be many takedowns in that fight. It's gonna be swinging. It's gonna be fun. Santiago Ponzinibbio. Actually, let's go over that card real quick to start off the show. Bring it on here. By the way, good luck to your Bucks, dude. I know you guys got the Saints. It's gonna be a rough one, but I don't know. I'm picking the Bucks to win that fight. That game. Wow, it should be a fight. All right. The prelims kick off at 10 a.m. my time. That's 9 a.m. Pacific time. 12 noon Eastern time. It's early card. First fight of the night, Jacob Kilburn taking on Austin Lingo. Two young guys in the featherweight division. We'll see. We get a couple guys to watch here. Sarah Moras is still doing it at 6-7, taking on Vanessa Mello, who got a little bit of a push before her last fight. After that, welterweight division, David Zawada taking on Ramazan Emeev. By the way, it's still on Fight Island in Abu Dhabi. So let's hope no COVID shit happens. Carlos Felipe taking on Justin Tafa. We've seen both these guys. We've seen Carlos Felipe pretty recently. Justin Tafa got cut and then got brought back. So I don't mind that at all. I think. Maybe I'm thinking the Shuey dude. It's not Justin Tafa. It's other fella. I can't remember. Anyway, Yanan Wu taking on Joseline Edwards. Women's bantamweight, and then Phil Haas doing it, taking on Nasruddin Imambov. God damn with the names. At middleweight as your feature prelim. First fight on the main card, Punahele Soriano, the undefeated middleweight, taking on Dusko Todorovic. And in a fight of the undefeated. It's going to be a good one. Joaquin Buckley's back, taking on Alessio Di Chirico. Buckley's the one, obviously, that had that crazy, fucking back kick knockout. So, expecting something big from him. The return of Santiago Ponzinibbio. It's been a minute since we've seen this fella from Argentina taking on Li Jianliang, the Leech. Of course, co-main event, Carlos Condit against Matt Brown. This is going to be a good one. I fully believe it's the last fight for both guys. Win or lose for either one. So, I think it's one of those things where we're going to find out. Hopefully we get some kind of crazy fight that's going to, go, I guess into one of those possible like fight of the year candidates from Legends. Both of these guys will be in the UFC Hall of Fame at some point. Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar in the main event. Dope fight, as my boy Daniel says. New England Cartel MMA, baby. Fair enough. Kattar over Max in a split decision. No shit, bro. I mean, okay, but I got Max Holloway as of right now. I constantly I straight up get I'll change my mind right before the fights happen. So we'll see. All right. What else we got here? KO of the Year award. Yes, he did. No, you're right. All right. So that's your card for this weekend. It's gonna be dope. A lot of fun. Then the Wednesday card, not as packed, but still early card. So I'm probably gonna be at work when I catch this one. 7 a.m. my time, at 6 a.m. East Pacific time, 9 a.m. Eastern time. First fight on the night, Omari Akhmedov taking on This seems to be like a weekly thing now with the internet, right? Ever since quarantine and COVID and all that shit, seems like the internet goes down all the time. So, if you guys don't know, schools here in Arizona are still closed for the most part. So, the internet gets funky around where I live. I need to figure that out though. That's getting stupid. It happens every week now. Every week. Not sure what to do about it, but we'll figure it out. Meanwhile, while I fix this thing, let's go ahead and just keep it on going here. That the main event of Chiesa versus Magny, it's got to be the main event of two dudes that nobody likes, right? Like that's probably what it is. It's a trip because Neil Magny is a very talented individual, and Fred Kirby will tell you that he hates like picking against him because when he does that, uh, Magny finds a way to win. And Chiesa, for some reason, no one likes him ever since the McGregor thing, really. I think, right? You guys remember when he got Connor threw the chair through the window, or the chair. Well, I know what the chair, the dolly, the hand cart through the window, and Chiesa got cut. That shit was wild. And he was all talking about suing and shit. Or I think he did sue. I don't know if anything came of it, but it got fun. Let's see here. Yeah, Daniel, I saw you. I just got your message, dude. Yeah. So my internet went to shit. What can I say? Everything went to shit. What am I doing? Anyway, so working on it now as we speak. This is what happens with live shows, my friends. Shit happens, and the internet in my house is trash. Internet in most places is trash. Let's be real, all right? So anyway, all right. Well, I had all the shit I was gonna talk about prepared right here. Dial-up internet. I fucking wish dial-up internet at least stays connected unless someone picks up the phone. This shit just went off by itself. Like, it's stupid. Real talk. This shit is dumb. It's a stupid problem to have. For real. Like where we're at in society, we should be at the point where like we shouldn't have to have internet issues anywhere, especially right now with quarantine and all that other shit. So, by the way, hopefully everyone's doing all right during this quarantine era. All right, here we go. Let's see here. All right, here we go. It's gonna get weird. All right, check us out. This is where there's two of us. There we go. Remove the other one. All right. So we're back. Sorry about that. Let's see. You see that Pat Melchers was at the Capitol? I did, and he did get fired by LFA. What's up? I'm broken. I tweeted about it, and people got confused. Right? Like, here, let's. Can we do that? I could put up tweets, right? Like, I don't think it matters. People won't get pissed off. I put up a tweet, and I'll show it to you guys because that got weird. Let's see. Hang on. See if I can pull it up. A lot of people had something to say about it. Basically, what I was saying. Let's see. I'm Jesus Christ, people who were totally off on what I was saying. All right. Here's the thing about fucking the internet, especially Twitter. You don't like. There's no context, right? So people were totally missing out on what I was saying. All right, so here you go. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so y'all can see what I was saying, and you tell me if I was wrong or if I'm wrong in my interpretation. So here's what I said. My tweet was, so Pat Miletich was fired from LFA. Is this fair, not fair? Violation of First Amendment rights? Question mark. What are your thoughts on this? The main point, what are your thoughts on this? Right? And some people were like confused by it. Like they thought I was like saying that his First Amendment rights were violated. Hell no. Okay. First Amendment rights protect you from incarceration for your comments from the government. It's protection for you from the government. It's not going to protect you from an ass whooping. Okay. You can't go to school, call someone a fucking asshole, all right, and be like, "What's my free speech? I can say that." You shouldn't be able to punch me for it. Well, you might get smacked anyway, all right? It does not protect you from the consequences for your speech. That's where people get all crazy. People think that, for example, Trump, the dude's about to get kicked out, that lost. He's about to be out. They think that his First Amendment rights were violated on Twitter. Now, here's where it gets weird, right? Because he allegedly, and reading tweets, you could make the case that he did violate the service agreement that you agreed to when you joined Twitter. And they took him off or whatever, and because they didn't want him to incite more shit and all that. That dude incited in person. By the way, that speech, is it just me or was he behind bulletproof glass? Like, what made him stand behind bulletproof glass at his own rally? You know what I'm saying? Like somebody was going to wait till the end of his term to take him out. Right? It's wild. But some of the comments on here just like this one makes sense. LFA is a private company. Like all companies, their goal is to make money. They clearly feel like having Pat on staff will hurt their bottom line. Totally fair. Besides, he's perfectly capable of starting his own. Jesus Christ. All right. A lot of people are saying he's racist. I don't know the guy, so I don't know. So here's the one that I want to show. Your job is Brandon the Truth. You guys know him on Twitter. Everyone knows Brandon. Your job can read your tweets and fire you. The First Amendment has nothing to do with the consequences of your actions. You are just allowed to do those actions without imprisonment. That's exactly what I was saying. Maybe I should have been more clear about the First Amendment thing, because the first thing I saw when people were talking about the Pat Melchers thing is the First Amendment thing was it's the First Amendment right to be able to go do this and that and say this and that. Well, no, he can say whatever he wants. He just can't. He's not protected from the consequences, right? That happens everywhere. If I say some shit at work or if someone wants to read my tweets from work, it gets kind of crazy. So when you went from your phone to the camera, I appreciate that. You see Dustin's comments about how he wants to fight to be both of them beating the crap out of each other and being tired at the end. Look, man, let's be honest. I mean, it could end up being that way. I don't know. Who are you guys picking in this one? Because I have a hard time making a pick on that one for real. I don't know. Like, could I see McGregor finish him early? Sure, McGregor is a knockout artist, really. But this isn't old cowboy. This isn't Jose Aldo, tense and caught up in the moment. This isn't who's a wrestler, little short guy, Chad Mendez, who comes in on late notice and gets beat up for most of a fight. This isn't Eddie Alvarez, right? Who for some reason didn't renegotiate to get paid more. This is Dustin Poirier, who's fought him before, who's clearly improved, who had a war with Max Holloway and won. So do I think McGregor's gonna go in there and finish him first round? No. I think if McGregor wins, it's gonna be a finish. I think if Dustin wins, I think it's really hard to knock out McGregor, man. I think that dude's just too good at moving and avoiding getting hit for the most part. So I think if it's a finish, it's gonna be McGregor winning, and if Dustin wins, it's gonna be by decision. Just how I feel about it right now. Now, do I think it goes decision? No, I don't. I think McGregor's gonna finish it, but we'll see. Somehow he posted a pic of that guy walking with podium, but put his face on him, and his post got removed. It got removed, or he got deleted it. There's a difference. It's crazy. I got McGregor. There you go. When Dustin says shit like that, it makes you think that McGregor's gonna win. Look, man, how many times have we seen guys like try to talk themselves up into winning, right? Like I remember when both times when McGregor fought Nate, I thought he was talking himself up, trying to hype himself up to fight. Not hype himself up, but trying to convince himself that he could win. Which he got the W in the second one, but that first one he got surprised, I guess. But I don't think this is Dustin trying to hype himself up. I think Dustin believes he's gonna win. I don't like when he says that they're gonna that he wants to go have him beat the crap out of each other and be tired at the end. Like, this isn't Max Holloway, dude. I mean, he's not gonna pop like 10%, 30%, and then come at you full at the end or pick his shots. McGregor is gonna pick a shot each time. Like McGregor puts together decent, like good combos and everything, but it's almost like pop, boom on the last shot, right? And it's always the left-handed that's a fucking heavy one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't like that he said that. I really don't. I'm broken. I think it makes me think McGregor's gonna win. I have Dustin winning. Texas Ranger, what's up? Dustin Bagili. Hey, Peter Yan moved to American Top Team. Fucking why? Oh, did he have a hard time like finding a gym to train at? What happened? Because he couldn't. Oh, maybe he couldn't find. Maybe his gym closed or something. Because I remember that's one of the reasons why they moved the fight, because he couldn't find a gym to train at. And Aljamain Sterling's letting everyone know that's the case, by the way. Which I wouldn't say is embarrassing. It just sucks, but I understand. But I do understand Jan moving the fight, right? Not trying to fight when they were supposed to. So I don't know Woods is here yet, but appreciate the retweet, brother. So yeah, I don't know, dude. That fight's gonna be weird to watch, the Jan Aljamain fight. I mean, because it's almost like we forgot about them, right? So what do you guys want to talk about, man? Is this your show, dude? You guys bring up the topic, see what's up. Meanwhile, I'm gonna look on the usual rags and see what's going on here. Man, Pat Miletich. And it's funny because I know people were tweeting me saying that, well, he didn't get fired. They're just gonna, investigate it and bring him back or whatever. He said he got fired, not them. They didn't say shit. LFA didn't say anything about fired, really. But yeah, Dana White wants to book Zhang Wei Li's next title fight in Asia against Rose or Carla Esparza. Oh, please be Rose. I'm so tired of Carla. She's just annoying. I can't fucking. I don't know. No, they posted a screenshot that it was removed. No shit. How great? It's. Oh, fuck it. Let's talk about it. Because I don't understand it. Like, I understand it, but I don't get mad about it. Yeah, exactly. I'm broken. He said he got fired. He got canned. He lost his job, is what he says. So, which, as a consequence of being at the Capitol, that's pretty damn light, right? Like a lot of other people getting arrested and shit. By the way, all those assholes that went in and then shaved when they got home, they actually made it home, and then shaved like they weren't going to be recognized. That was stupid. What the other day I tweeted about it too. There was a hashtag called no fly list, right? And there's these videos online about people trying to get on planes and getting told that they're on the no fly list and being called terrorists. That shit was why people got on planes, and then I guess somebody noticed that they were on the no fly list and they were getting pulled off. Like, well, yeah, you busted into the Capitol. That shit's not legal. You can't do that, right? committed a crime, so they put you on a no-fly list, and you got dragged out. So, okay, that's smart. Yeah, dudes that have fought Sterling trained there. That makes sense then. A lot of guys that already had full camps of that dude. I wonder how, maybe I can find the record that gym's record against Aljo. Anyway, but I'm not surprised it's happening, and I don't really think it's wrong to arrest people that broke into the Capitol. 5 people died, man. 5 people died. So yeah, he said he thinks the fight. He said he thinks he pushed the fight back because he wasn't gonna have a long enough fight camp. Hey, fair enough. I don't blame him. It's a title fight. If you're the champ, you get to call it. But 5 people died in the Capitol thing, and so I understand the FBI going after people, right? They're still trying to figure out who killed that cop. From what I've read, and I might be wrong. You guys tell me if I'm wrong if you know better. That he got hit like in the head a bunch of times or whatever with a fire extinguisher. Fuck, really? The one lady that used to be Air Force, and she was an Air Force vet, shot in the neck, died. She was trying to break through the glass to get into the Senate area or whatever, the grounds or whatever you want to call it. And she got shot right. I mean, there's a video of this shit that happened. Like somebody sent me the video. And I was like, I watched it. I was like, get the fuck out. That shit's so crazy. Never thought that was going to happen here. You know what I mean? Like we've seen it in like Venezuela and a bunch of other countries and shit. That shit happened here. And it's weird that we're all trying to, like, we all pick sides on this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, one side is saying Trump, incited it, which if you watch his speech and listen to the words and the language he used, you can make that case. The other side is saying that I know that those people acted on their own. But we were watching this shit. Like, I watched that entire speech that he gave, and that was near the end where he said that shit. We're gonna go to the Capitol. We're not gonna treat him so nice and shit like that. You got to show strength. Like, what did you think you were saying, dude? You know what I'm saying? And then there's shit coming out today, or that I read today. I don't know if it came out today. That I read today that it's possible some of the Republicans in Congress like helped organize some of that shit, which I don't know if that's true. I certainly hope it's not, because if it is, they got to go to jail. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a mess, man. It's a weird thing. This shit's gonna be in our kids' textbooks, man. How crazy is that? Like, I'm sure everyone here was alive for 9/11 and shit, but or at least conscious enough of it. And that shit was wild then. This didn't have that kind of feel, right? But I felt like this is some crazy shit we're gonna remember in history. Ross said in an interview that they're looking at March for the fight. She's been traveling, going to train with killers. Went to East Coast, trained with Danaher and then Ryan Hall. Ooh, watch your neck, chick. Watch your ankles too. Wei Lee, you only gonna go to the ground with Rose. Have you seen the special where Aljo called Not Broken? What do you mean? Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I didn't watch the whole thing at all, but I meant to. Thanks for reminding me. Why was she trying to do that shit? You hype people up enough and tell them this election's trying to be stolen. By the way, I get looking at politicians and not believing them, right? Like, most politicians lie to me. For sure, they've lied. There's a lot of liars in politics, right? They promise shit all the time and they never go through with it. But why look at Trump and think he's telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? Like, what part of that dude makes people think that he's an honest person? Because he never came off that way to me. And this is before he even ran for president. It's fucking wild. Donald Trump was president of the United States. Like, that's in our history permanently. Crazy. But anyway, why was you trying to do that shit? People do crazy shit. I don't know. People do crazy shit. Shit, try to organize that shit. Probably, man. People got into the Capitol way too easy. That shit was organized. Maybe. I don't know. I think one day we'll find out. I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon, but I guess we'll find out. No more politics, at least for this podcast. This fucking guy. We'll bring something up, motherfucker. Rose also trained with Renzo Gracie. Renzo Gracie, dude. Renzo is such a wild man. Renzo, how many of us are getting left behind as far as this like new I don't want to call it woke, but this new, for example, like Henzo says some he said some shit not too long ago that riled up like MMA Twitter and almost got him canceled. That shit was funny. But man, there's a lot of old school people in MMA that are like getting left behind by this new way of thinking, this wokeness, I guess, for lack of a better term. It's weird, man. Whatever happened to Eddie Alvarez? I'm glad he's not in the UFC anymore, only so I don't have to hear his wife screaming, like a banshee from the side. Oh, dude, check this out. So Diego Sanchez talking about fighting one more time, right, before his retirement, which is long overdue. But he didn't throw a name out. He's like, Dana's gonna pick it. So he had a tweet. Let's see if I can post it for you guys. The fuck? There it is. All right. Yeah, he had a tweet the other day talking about it's my last fight. It's my last fight. My heart path has changed. It's time to heal, not hurt. One more nightmare to give. It is honestly in Dana White's hands who I fight. I have no choice in it, nor do the matchmakers. Hashtag end of an era. What the fuck does that even mean? We know it's not McGregor, right? Not going to be McGregor. For a Diego Sanchez fight, you need to give him a banger, I think. A fight he can win, but a banger. Who do you guys throw at Diego for his last fight? Right? You know what I'm not mad at, but I know it's not going to happen? I wouldn't be mad at like a Nick Diaz fight. Nick versus Diego at 170. This shit happened again. All right, I'm gonna cut this one short, folks. I'm sorry about that. Tech issues is too much tonight, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. I apologize for the tech issues and shit. We got maybe like a 20-some minute show tonight. Do I think Rose can win against Whaley? Hell yeah. In fact, I might pick her in that fight. We'll see when we get there. Anyway, apologize for the tech issues. I gotta figure this out, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short. Sorry about that. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter at Elot32. The show is at Keyboard MMA. SpicyPros.com is the sponsor. Use Keyboard MMA at checkout for 10% off. I hate tech issues, man. Oh, geez, Diego, did you subscribe to OnlyFans? No. By the way, it's funny. It's like, oh, I'm gonna do motivational talks on OnlyFans. Really? What's funny is I know a bunch of people were like probably like, I'm gonna fucking join. Maybe him and Fabio, whatever his name is. It's gonna be crazy. Diego over CM Punk at 170. Do you want to get CM Punk killed? That's how you get CM Punk killed. Straight up. Anyway. Yeah, but you're late and I gotta go, my friend. So it kind of it's kind of a shit ton to come on. Maybe I need to do an update on my computer or some shit. I don't know. This is stupid. Sanchez versus Guida retired. That I'm down with that. This one, let's see if it pops up. There it is. Sanchez. I can just do it from my phone. Sanchez versus Guida retirement fight. I'm down with that shit. I'm down with that fight. Why not? Shit. There you go. Jesse, you're late. Yeah, Sanchez versus Guida retirement. Let's do it. I'm down. I think that's a legit fight. Two guys that are done, basically done. Or should have been done a minute ago. You know what's funny? I think Diego's gonna fight, and no matter how it goes, like I don't know how many fights he has left in his contract. You kind of hope this guy. You kind of hope he does retire, right? But at the same time, like I can. Oh, sorry. Let me take it back. I kind of hope it's his last fight in his contract because if he's, if he finishes his contract out, like, who's to say he doesn't take off to, Bellator? And if that happens, it will be a shit show. But it'll make my point and prove that Scott Coker is a sack of shit. People get mad that I say that, by the way. Are you kidding me? Scott Coker is just as bad as Dana White, in my opinion, as far as some of the shit they pull. All right, let's see. I can pull this back on here. God, I hate tech issues, guys. Here we go. All right. Here we go. And we're back. All right. So, yeah. Diego Sanchez against Guida would be the dope. Let's see how long I could be on this time, eh? I bet you this is gonna kick me off within minutes. But we'll see. All right, what else we got? Schottenheimer out of 3 years of Seattle OC. Who cares? Chuck Pagano's gonna retire. Nagy's staying in Chicago. Get the fuck out. They didn't fire his ass. I mean, it took forever. The Jets forever to fire Adam Case. What are you gonna do? Aaron Rodgers is gonna host Jeopardy. Does Aaron Rodgers have a personality? Is that real? Jesus Christ. Dana White to meet Habib, press for one more fight. Right. Okay. While I have people on here, Adesanya is doing OnlyFans. I'm not subscribing to that. I know you all know what's gonna be on there. Just kidding. White's gonna meet Habib, press one more fight. Do you guys think he comes back? Who here thinks Habib comes back? Who here thinks he should come back? I kind of want him to stay out and just retire, just be done. Like, it's something to be said for a man when he gives his word and he's just done, right? Maybe he comes back later on. I don't know, but I'm not a fan of like McGregor and Dana getting their way and getting like a Habib rematch. Somehow, without McGregor or Khabib fighting, that rematch keeps getting more like a legit, like they keep getting some kind of traction. A rematch, right? Even though Khabib beat the living shit out of McGregor, he beat McGregor up. Like, yeah, the first couple rounds, McGregor did all right. He even had stuff to take down or two. He landed on Habib. Habib ate it. Habib dropped him. Now it could have been that he caught McGregor and McGregor just slipped or whatever, but then he took him down, wrapped him up, and beat him up, and then made him tap to the neck crank. He made McGregor say it's only business, right? Because Khabib was talking to me the entire time. No one's ever done that to McGregor, well, other than Nate. No one else has ever done that to McGregor, where they humiliated him, beat him up, but no one's ever made McGregor almost apologize with that whole, like, it's just business, like, or it's only business. Bro, Khabib is done. He said it. He's done. I hope so. I honestly hope he's done. Dana White is holding up the title. He's holding it up for Conor, really. That McGregor Habib rematch would be huge for him, right? Huge payday, huge. Especially when they crack the pay-per-views at $70. As I understand, they're gonna have people. They're gonna have people at the fights this Saturday with these next 3 events. They're gonna have like a very limited amount of people. I just don't want to hear no fucking woos or boos. Those are stupid. They fired CL coordinator. Well, there you go. Schottenheimer, he's old. There's a lot. You're gonna see, like, in a lot of sports, like, eras like end, and you see a lot of guys move on or retire or whatever. So Otis, what's up, dude? At some point, I'm gonna get kicked off this thing. I'm telling you, my internet is shit tonight. But welcome to the show, bro. But yeah. Let's see what else. UFC donates extra $1 million to brain health research. No shit. Straight from the the UFC mouthpiece, Raimondi. Jesus Christ. How they fire so many people from ESPN and that dude still has a job there? All he ever did was rewrite other people's articles. What the fuck? Yeah, UFC Fight Island events that have fans in arena. There you go. I wonder how many though. See if it's I'm sure you have to have like a bunch of like it's gonna be 2,000 people. Okay. But I'm sure they're gonna, they'll have a bunch of COVID testing and all that. It'll be nice to have, you know what? It'll be nice to have a crowd for the Dustin Poirier McGregor fight, but there's nothing like an Irish crowd for that fight. It's really hard to have a good crowd for that fight without Irish people. Straight up. Yes, sir. Does Dana said Dustin and Connor will not be for a belt. Habib said that fight will be for belt. Well, the market money doesn't know, dude. Here's the thing. Most okay, look, being a writer and a journalist is a difficult gig, especially these days, right? But I used to do it. I graduated from university with my degree in journalism, broadcast journalism. I did the job. Very difficult. I covered a few sports things, not too much, but it was mostly investigative, and that shit was fun. A little bit on the it was a harder job, but it was like, as far as like overall, it was fun. I enjoyed the shit out of it, but it's a hard job, man. But imagine being a guy that has to write about the UFC and not be critical of them. There's a reason why Luke Thomas doesn't get access to UFC events, and John Jones won't even answer his questions, right? He's critical of them. And if you're critical of the UFC, Dana White made a video telling you to go shut the fuck up, and why is media so negative and all this shit. Well, no, it's not negativity when it's critical. It's criticism. It's how they do it, right? But like Dana White ran the Cheeto game plan by calling them fake news. I don't know, dude. I don't fucking care, really. If I was still doing journalism, I would not cover MMA. I wouldn't. I would try to get like a nice little local radio gig talking about the local sports teams. That's all I would do. I wouldn't cover MMA at all, because MMA is such a limited space when it comes to like what there's to talk about. Like, you can cover Bellator if you want to. You're not going to get very many clicks. Combate Americas, you're not going to get very many clicks. You cover the UFC, you get all the clicks. Do you see the Spencer Fisher YouTube video or article from MMA Fighting? No, but I'll go look for it. What happened? Let's see. Spencer, okay. Might be further back. How long ago was it? Because I can't find it. Maybe I'll just Google it. It'll pop up. Let's see, Spencer Fisher. Oh, the cost of being the king. Right. Okay. Spencer Fisher was a popular UFC fighter for 7 years. When an abnormal brain scan ended his career in 2013, he went to work for the UFC. Now he's living with the damage he suffered over a decade of fighting. This is on MMAfighting.com by Steven Morocco. This looks like an investigative piece. So not investigative, but one of those detailed almost like autobiography pieces. I'm gonna have to read it later, but let's see. I'm just reading some of the small spots. It's already bumming me out. I'll check it out after the show, dude. That's definitely thanks for the heads up on that. All right. I've got a couple minutes left here. Whatever you guys want to talk about, bring it on. We can talk about shitty internet. We can talk about any other sport. By the way, that national title game last night was not impressive in the least. Other than the wide receiver, Devontae. Other than that, dude, I wasn't impressed at all by any of the teams. Tony, I take it back. Fields, the quarterback of Ohio State, that kid showed some. But Mac Jones in the NFL is going to be somebody's backup. Justin Fields will play. I'll start for somebody. I do like Devontae Smith, 215 yards in the first half, 12 catches, 3 touchdowns, and he still got the MVP. Who else did I like on that one? There's a lot of individuals that played really well, but overall, I don't care. This is such a weird fucking year in college football, man. Really fucking weird. Trash Mark Raymond anymore. He is trash. He does it himself. I'm not gonna say anything about that dude. He got mad at me for telling me he was trash. And a midget. Did you check out the Rogan podcast with Jordan Burroughs? No, but I did check out the clips. Because you have to go to like Spotify now. And I have Spotify. I use Spotify all the time. I didn't sit there. I cried reading the article. That's why I can't stand MMA wars. Dude, MMA wars will take years off your life. Not just your career. It'll take years off your life. That dude's not going to live to see like a decent 50, I guess, or a decent, you know what I mean? Like those 80s. But I wonder if you're a professional, if you're really in it, right? If you know that's going to happen. And at that point, do you accept it? Like football players these days know they have to accept the fact that they're going to get some kind of CTE. Back, that's why Junior Seau was such a sad fucking story, because the NFL would deny it, right? They denied CTE was a thing. They denied football caused CTE, and then it was proven it did with a bunch of other players. That's why that was sad. Junior Seau shot himself in the chest in a tub in fucking San Diego so they could study his brain. Okay. That shit is sad. So this one's sad as fuck. Like, this is one of those things where I'm going to read this article, dude, and then I'm never going to look up Fisher again. I don't want to know. Seriously, I don't want to know. It bums me the fuck out. These guys kill themselves. Like, just go in there and, go to war with other people, other trained killers, respectfully. Not only for entertainment, but for chump change, really. Even the NFL, man, you get paid pretty good for hitting somebody. Apologies, I've been up since 3 a.m. Fun fact, I get up at 3 a.m. every day. But even Sundays and Saturdays, but those I just can't control. But even in NFL, NBA, and those other sports and shit, you get paid way better than a fighter. As a fighter in MMA, you only get paid if you're in the top. Boxers get paid more for the most part than MMA fighters. But you gotta wonder, like, there's something in a human being to get in there and fight in the cage and not worry about the consequences at that moment, or not worry about the fact that they're getting paid shit, or worry about it, still do it. That makes them keep it going, makes them do it. So UFC can definitely pay these guys better. I 100% can pay them better. But business model, right? Like, it's business that you don't, that you're supposed to, buy low and sell high. That's how it works. Any business. Bellator, everyone included, by the way. But NBA pays these guys get good, really good, but they make billions. NFL, even more. Like, but that's why, like, no one's bigger than the UFC. They'll lose. One day Connor's not gonna fight no more, or retire, or go off somewhere else. And the UFC will be just fine, because nobody's bigger than the UFC as far as an individual, right? People will say McGregor, he's not. I was going for Fields. He was on Last Chance U season 1. Yeah, he went to EMCC with that coach that ended up getting fired. I'm surprised that dude didn't die from a heart attack on the sidelines. She's watching that whole fucking season. Freddie was the first two. You know which one I enjoyed? I enjoyed the Coach Brown from Independence, because that dude's real. Like, that dude was real, and the fact that he got fired for like, I get it, he got fired for some shit, but I never got like the full story on it, so I wonder. Baseball's filthy rich, dude. A-Rod fucking could feed 1,000 families for for 10 years each. Jesus, that dude stole money. That dude was on all steroids. Why don't they allow steroids in baseball? That makes it way more fun to watch. You know what I mean? I don't want to watch a pitching battle. I want to watch homers, dude. I want to watch Sosa versus McGuire again. That shit was fun. But yeah, the Jordan Burroughs podcast, I only got the clips on YouTube, and he was pissed, talking about the way that the fact that the Russians, with the whole Icarus thing, the way that the Russians were cheating. I can't blame him. Cannot blame him. And Jordan Burroughs, I don't know what he said something about. Apologize, guys. He said something about not going to MMA, and I don't blame him. But I don't know if he's gonna legit stick it out. Let's see. Wow. All right. Oh Jesus, no. This shit. Oh, that's cool. My mouse died. Just taking L's tonight, guys. Taking L's. On the other note, have you seen the Real Sports with Brian Gumbo on the positive side of psychedelics for athletes with TBI? I want every retired athlete with TBI to lick toads. Look, man, it's positive. In Sedona. There you go. Yeah, look. Oh yeah, so well, you if you're gonna do psychedelics and shit, you gotta go somewhere like with a shaman and shit. Yeah, but out here in the desert, you can go in the middle of nowhere, have like a religious experience. You guys see that thing with Dean Lister? Like Dean Lister did that whole. Um, I did not know Dean Lister was that fucked up. That made me really fucking sad, like really sad. So that was bad. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna run off right here because before I get kicked off the internet again, I'm having tech issues everywhere. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. Appreciate the hell out of you guys again. Let's like pop up the fucking ripthewarriors.com. SpicyPros.com is the sponsor for this one. Keyboard MMA at checkout for 10% off. Shout out to my brother Adam Woods, Otis, Unbroken, Dana Rodriguez. Good luck to your Bucks this weekend. We'll see how they do. Texas Ranger was here for a minute. Jesse was late and then never came back. Yeah, everyone tune in. You guys are dope. I will. This will be up on the audio in the morning. Maybe it was such a shit broadcast. I don't even know if I'll do it, but we'll see. And yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow night for Keyboard Warriors Live. Myself, Ray Kirby, shooting the shit about this weekend's card. All right, and hopefully no tech issues. All right, you guys have a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful night, depending where you're on the planet. Good night, and as always, good night, Wilshire.
Motherfuckers love it to be a soldier. Must maintain composure at ease, don't like it's complicated.